I am Maria Taylor, Managing Editor of the ACHR News. We are excited to bring you our first ACHR News Roundup, a video series covering the news of the HVAC industry. Shoulder season is upon us. That can mean some downtime for contractors, making it a good time for industry events. This year is a little different. Most shows are going virtual due to COVID-19. That was the case with Service World Expo. The event was scheduled to take place in Tampa at the end of September. Instead, it took place on computers across the country. Service Nation President Matt Michel said the event was a success, despite the late change from in-person to virtual.
Well, it's learning the new technology. It's getting people, exhibitors to learn it, getting them to do the things they've got to do. Teaching contractors a different approach. There's things that we just didn't know because we haven't done them before, and it was all done on a very, very short timeline. So, if I'd have known how much stress was going to be involved with executing the virtual show, we probably would have pulled the trigger a month or two earlier.
In addition to the breakout sessions, keynote speakers, and virtual expo, a few awards were handed out at the event. Colleen Keyworth of Online Access received the Woman of the Year Award from Service Roundtable. The award recognized Keyworth's work with women in HVACR and her efforts to educate and advance industry contractors. Also, the Tom McCart Consultant of the Year Award was presented to Melanie Gentry. But this is only the beginning of travel season for HVAC contractors. EGIA hosted its annual LEAD conference at the beginning of October. This was another virtual event. It featured notable industry speakers such as Gary Elix and Drew Cameron. Mitch Lowe, co-founding executive of Netflix, also spoke at the event. Several other groups are hosting virtual events this month. National Comfort Institute, October 5th to 7th, Nexstar, October 6th to 8th, and SMACNA, October 13th to 15th. With cost and travel time greatly diminished, it makes sense for contractors to attend more than one of these events. It is the big show that has the entire HVAC industry talking about when and how it will take place. Of course, I am talking about the AHR Expo, the biggest industry event. More than 50,000 attendees traveled to Orlando last year for AHR. The event showcased more than 1,900 exhibitors. What about this year's event? All we know now is it will not happen January 25th through 27th, the originally scheduled date. AHR is working on new dates with officials in Chicago, the event's host city. The city has said AHR can host the show in person March 15th to 17th. Chicago traditionally sees the highest attendance for AHR. Mark Stevens, AHR's show manager, said, "We continue to exhaust all possibilities that will allow us to host a safe and successful event for all industry stakeholders." He cautioned that there are barriers for allowances with the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago that AHR cannot control. Stevens said, "We remain cautiously optimistic that we can meet together in Chicago in March." A survey conducted by AHR Expo found nearly 80% of exhibitors and attendees prefer the proposed move to March. A final decision will be announced no later than October 15th, 2020. Check in at www.achrnews.com to find out the latest on AHR Expo planning, as well as recaps from recent virtual events. I'm Maria Taylor. Thank you for watching.